way out and put this darkness behind us. And underground is my oration, sound integration. But situation is we're surrounded by light negation. It's black as pitch cause we're trapped by our violent souls. In a deep mind where deep rhymes won't keep my self-control. Too many foes, we feel snake bit and we won't take it. Enemies need their face hit, we going ape shit.
Hell is my confinement within this mind. Now trapped and enshrined by my own mind.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It is me, Dixie T, here, live from the Dixie T Lounge. Thank you so much for joining us. A little bit of an audio issue, a little bit of everything else. Everything else is okay. Everything is fine here. Everything's fine, working out perfectly and swimmingly. Everything else, so the audio levels go right back down. And there you go. So hopefully you guys can hear and see me and all that good stuff. Hello, everyone. Here I'm talking live here on the Dixie Lounge, live on TalkShoe.com, where you can hear me on MandiCexpression.com, FreakinAwesomeNetwork.com, YouTube, SwordTack.com, and any place if I can find, and on Zipcast.com as well. Nice little sip of the water. And if you want to call into the live show, be a part of the madness that is Dixie T Lounge, the number is 724-444-7444. Once again, the number is 724-444-7444. And the call ID to connect to me, Dixie T, is 92417. Once again, the call ID is 92417. And we have a TNA Knockouts Championship match, as we have Awesome Khan taking on Tantarell. Tantarell going right after her. Well, that is, and Khan just swatting her down like she was nothing. And boom, Khan with one punch moves away. Then Tantarell trying to do, wreck her. And then, yeah, that's nice. Go after the big, strong Amazon, because that will work, says anyone ever. Because basically, Tantarell's doing the John Cena defense. Just run out the big person and just keep swinging wildly. At this point, seriously, does anyone just watch tape anymore? Do they just not watch tape? I just don't understand it. But anyway, something I don't really else understand. There's been something really big happening tonight. Bill DeMott, wrestler, a trainer of the WWE, one of WWE heads trainers, was actually, a professional wrestler. He was on WCW. He was known as Huge Morris. He was known as the Last Man. The man was actually very talented. Remember the Dungeon of Doom? He was the first Alley, Mr. in Action, part of Alliance, and SmackDown. He had some really good, championships. He had some championships. United States Championship, a tag team champion. And he was now a trainer for the WWE. But that's all changed because there has been, and link will be in the description, according to Bleacher Report right here. I'll put the link in the description about there were supposedly allegations of bullying and negligence from wrestlers who work with him. On Twitter, he says, quote, "I denied the recent allegations made about me. However, to avoid any embarrassment or damage to WWE, I decided to step down from my role effective immediately." I don't know what that means. I mean, does that mean that he's innocent? I don't know if he is innocent or not. That is up to the people who, that's up to him. And if he is innocent, not him, but if there's actually truth about this, about the bullying or whatever type of harassment angles are true, eating a fry here. So professional. Is that then there should be some lawsuits coming. And according to a former WWE, I think right here in the article, it was from Philly.com, Ron Johnson, wrote that a former WWE developmental talent named Austin Mattelson stated on a radio interview that DeMott constantly uses his position to belittle people with offensive language. And this is what he said. Reagan used his power to bully people in the developmental systems and made inappropriate remarks regarding a number of things, including sexual preference or orientation. And here, interesting, Mike, this is interesting. Mike Johnson of PWInside.com got an official response to the WWE regarding the whole allegations on Tuesday. Said the company took these allegations seriously, conducted a full investigation, and was unable to validate the claims. And regardless, WWE continues to reinforce policies and procedures to ensure a positive training environment. This is really, really interesting, and of how all this stuff is going on. If this is true, if this is a very bad and horrible work environment, then he should have been fired, and there should be some lawsuits against Bill DeMott and his, if I'm mispronouncing his name, I apologize. Um, if he is um, guilty of these crimes, he should be persecuted in the full extent of like legal and civil suits. I don't know. And the match between Tam Terrell and Some Kong ends via disqualification. Kong just basically just stopped, put the foot right on her throat and just stopped talking, just wouldn't stop. And the match is over by disqualification. And the match, I mean, seriously, that's it. That's the way the match ends. Tam Terrell escapes her championship. I expect this will be going into going to a maybe a gimmick match down the road. Who knows? Anyway, back to this point. I don't know if it's actually true or not. If this stuff is true, if this is 100% true, then he should be fired. And it looks like, and you know, maybe because a lot of people say he's a bad trainer too. Um, I don't know. And I don't know. Maybe because a lot of people are happy saying it's good because he's a bad trainer. I don't know. Maybe I should be known since I'm an internet fan. I should know all these things. If I should know all these things, make fun of me in the comments. Go right ahead. But this whole thing is a big news because then again, some people say this is a admission of guilt. So they, he's quitting, which I'm like, I don't understand this. Um, I don't know. But anyway, supposedly, and here's an interesting quote here from I think one of I think from Freaking Awesome Network forums. I think he says right here, the Disco Inferno. He says, quoting someone who saw like, what's the hate on Bill DeMott here? I mean, the original person did the quote. So why the hate on Bill DeMott? What's going on here? He says right here, quote, he was a bully, and people have known it for years. Just now, people are realizing how bad it is. Guy was slapping people with concussions for crying out loud. So people are quite naturally happy to see him gone. He was hired to ensure the workers were fit. In reality, he seemed to be going out of his way to torture, abuse, even injure people under his care because he just didn't like them. When the allegations surfaced the first time, people defended him and wrote the claims coming from an embittered former employees like Kevin Matthews, and it all kind of blew over. This time it's a lot worse because the allegations came from people who were under WWE contract at the time of the complaint and were hung out to dry. The WWE claimed that they carried a full investigation, but according to some people named in the emails, they weren't contacted at all. The investigation seemed to consist of forwarding the emails to DeMont so he can mock the talent involved even more. The whole thing gets worse and worse this time. The former workers who were grateful for the time of WWE, like Ethan Carver over TNA, confirming some of the allegations, and even worse, with the WWE people who paid to attend trials, like I think it says Tara Calloway, Tara Calloway, also known as the pterodactyl and such. She were talking about experience with him. She said, quote, talking about their experience with him abusing participants, even calling one worker of Middle Eastern descent a Latin terrorist and told him to go back to building bombs and so on. It was just became impossible for anyone but the most diehard of the WWE defenders to ignore. That is amazingly bad, and that's if these things are true, then he should be fired. Should have been fired the first second of this, and why it took so dang long. And why? And when you look at this, when I look at all these type of things, um, I just wish that something that this, um, because if this is true, then he should not only be fired, maybe some criminal charges be filed as well. But I don't think it's going to go that far. But anyway, I don't know what's going to happen. If I do know what's going to happen, well, I'll say this is that he's gone, and the person who replaced him was, I think, Albert. I think he's going to replace him as the W head trainer, which is a good thing. Um, he's an intern head trainer, which you know, so really good stuff. I think this is going to be, hopefully some brighter times in WWE because I think that is something a lot of people should be doing. A lot of people, hopefully they move on from this and will continue to like say, hey, you know what, this was wrong, and hopefully things get better. That's the main hope. Things do get better. Anyway, we're going to take a small break from this, and we'll continue with the WWE talk. I'll be continuing talking about the WWE, talking about the lack of build towards WrestleMania, what are your thoughts about it, and I'll get into another thing further on, Gamergate, which I swear to you, it just won't die. Why won't it die? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna be listening to something to hopefully, let's listen to something that is nice and mellow. Let's listen to some Bramble Reprise, Stick a Bus Symphony from Joshua Morse. This is from the album Some Serious Monkey Business, Donkey Kong Country 2 from OC Remix. I hope you enjoy it because this is one of my favorite tracks of the album. You know it, you love it. It's great, it's awesome. If this is your first time hearing it, your earbuds will thank me. Anyway, this is the Dukect Lounge live on TalkShoe.com, and we'll be right back right after this. Back live here on the Dukect Lounge. Thank you so much for joining me, Dukect. If you want to Remember to call in live to Dukect Lounge. The number is 724-444-7444. Once again, the number is 724-444-7444. And the call ID to connect to me, Dukect, is 92417. Once again, the call ID is 92417. Woo, man. WrestleMania. You know, you know, a lot of people are hyped up for it. Some people are supposed to be hyped up. Me personally, I mean, I made a video a couple years ago called Apathetic to WrestleMania. And I felt apathetic to WrestleMania 29, which is sad because I never was apathetic to WrestleMania. As we see right now, Impact is having the tag team title match as the Revolution, James Storm, and Abyss taking on the American Wolves. So we can't talk about it. Ring of Honor has just calls them the Wolves of Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards. And the match is going pretty good. But back to my point, I do feel the same thing again because I just don't see any type of logistical booking or any type of good build up. I'm sorry, I just don't care about Lesnar and Reigns because I mean they're not really doing much. I heard he lost against Rollins on Monday night, which is like, oh wow, lol, and then he beat him up like, you know, they could have just done the same thing during the match and then have him spear everyone, then Rollins, and then look like, yeah, he's so powerful. That does nothing. But so now the Wolves come back with the with the nice kick and Seguri. Now it's like Eddie Edwards trying to get the fight. Oh, with the nice side kick. Nice side kick. Oh, look at that. Oh, let's see. Richards gets the tag. The tag. Oh, and the House of Fire, Eddie Edwards. Anyway, but back to my point. I mean, WrestleMania, once upon a time, I mean, to me, was just the name itself was good enough to actually sell me. Like, it's WrestleMania, I gotta go watch it. Now I just don't feel, I don't really care for it, which is a shame because I really, really love, I mean, WrestleMania, well, it says that's to me was the pinnacle. I mean, heck, WrestleMania 27, the first time live wrestling. People say they hate that. I think it's still. I thought it was probably one of the good WrestleManias. One of the last good WrestleManias, in my opinion. I mean, I would take WrestleMania 27 over WrestleMania 30. I said it, and you know what? I don't care what y'all think I'm crazy. You think I'm nuts. Oh, and with the nice little ooh, that's nice knees to the face by James Storm. Oh, goes for the Eye of Storm. Let's go for the Eye of the Storm. Oh, and there it is. 1, 2, and the fight continues. Anyway, like I said, yeah, I said it. WrestleMania 27 is better than WrestleMania 30, in my opinion. Oh, and here's Matt Hardy. Hi, Matt Hardy. And guns go fun too. Oh no, but anyway. Oh, nice reverse cutter right there from Jay Saw. But the reason why I say about WrestleMania 27 is better than WrestleMania 30, yeah, people are like, well, why you keep watching Impact? You turn off. Like, I like the show, but uh, the reason why I say that reason why I say WrestleMania 30 is WrestleMania 30 wasn't that good. Not only because of my review, which is link in the description over zipcast.com. The reason why I say it is because honestly, it was only a 2-match show. At least with WrestleMania 27, you had multiple matches. Hell, you had to add a bonus of actually being Edge's last match at WrestleMania. I mean, that to me is actually pretty that's to me is pretty positive. You know what I mean? And oh, look at that! And a House of Fire. Ow! And the Wolves continue to go. another suicide dive, and one more for the road. Suicide dives. They keep going. Oh, they're showing their Ring of Honor powers right now. Well, okay. Double boots. But my point, I mean, WrestleMania 30 had only WrestleMania 30 had only two match show. It was a two match show. WrestleMania 27 had at least look at it. All these it had Edge and Del Rio. That was a really good match, opening match. You had Rey Mysterio versus Cody Rhodes, very good match. Punk versus Randy Orton. I like that match. You had Taker versus Triple H, a very very good hardcore match. I really love that match. Um, the Revolution. Oh wait, Nick Sonata. Look at that, and it is basically 2-on-5. And how in the world are they gonna fight off of this? Look at that. This and Abyss just destroying everybody. Yeah, it just seems like WrestleMania 27. There was a lot of good matches on that card. Of course, the main event really sucked. Main event was terrible, but honestly, I'd rather have a good assortment of cards. And twist of fate and the Hardy. On the best. My Hardy. And a double knees to the back. And now, look like ouch, double stomp. Wait a minute, 1, 2, 3, and we have a new tag team champions, the American Wolves. Oh, anyway, not a bad match out of the way. Is David Richards celebrating with the folks, with the people right there in the Great Britain. By the way, can you lighten the damn arena up? I mean, seriously, you got a full crowd there. Show the light. Come on, bring the lights up, man. Seriously. Brighten the arena up, man. I can't see nobody. Like, it's like I have 5 people up there, man. Come on. This is a big crowd. Show them. Show the people you can draw a crowd. But I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. Oh, smacking the swoop. And now the Revolution there are no champions. And the American Wolves are the tag team champions with a little assist Matt Hardy. But again, I'd rather have a matches that I'm fully enjoyed and invested in, which, funny enough, WrestleMania 27, in my personal opinion, had the last time you had cards have some type of meaning or purpose in the matches. I mean, you had Cody Rhodes take on Rey Mysterio because Rey Mysterio injured him with his knee brace. You had CM Punk take on Randy Orton. Randy Orton wants to take out the Nexus, and Randy Orton has been doing that. There is actually purpose. There's actually reasons to really care for um, the matches. I mean, what do you have that? What do you have at this WrestleMania that truly has? What's the important thing about WrestleMania? What's the important part? There's no real important matches here. Maybe you could count Sting and Triple H, but at the end of the day, Triple H will still have power. Triple H will still has everything around him. There's no real consequence there. There's no real punishment. There's no real revenge type thing. There's nothing there. There's no real tact there. If you really want to go into real meat in the match, Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, it's just you know when you have Brock Lesnar yelling and screaming at Vince McMahon, which by the way I don't know who in the world Vince McMahon think he is thinking of yelling at Brock Lesnar. Dude is insane. I don't know what type of crazy Vince McMahon is, but Brock Lesnar yelling at you, the only thing you say is yes sir, no sir. You don't yell at him. Brock, I mean, Vince don't give. I don't know what's wrong with Vince, man. Yelling, I mean, don't yell back. And and the whole contract situation. Now they can't come and pay Brock, which to me is BS. You pay the man what he's owed. It's Brock Help. You pay him, he'll job. He'll job anybody. He'll job the Zack Ryder if you wanted to. Because on the other, he got paid. Seriously, he doesn't care because as long as he gets paid, he's good. If he don't get paid, he's gonna find a way to get out. That's why he's talking to Dana White. Because you're not paying him, and if you ain't paying him, he's gonna be gone. Lesnar, trust me, Lesnar's like, you know what? He's like, you know what? He's smart. Lesnar is smart. He's gonna leave. If Lesnar leaves, honestly, God forbid, if Roman Reigns, which bless his heart, I mean, I don't blame him, I don't boo him or anything else, because I think Roman Reigns is a good wrestler. I think he is someone you can build a future around, but not now. I feel like if he was like in what John Cena taking on Rusev, I feel like if he was taking on Rusev right now and beating him for the United States Championship and have a long reign with the U.S. title and build him up, having him destroy everyone instead of doing these stupid promos of being like, let me tell you a story, Big Show. Instead of doing that type of crap, you have him basically just going in and start killing people, which I admit they're doing right now, but it seems like I wouldn't be surprised if they actually start doing that because, their faces have to be completely comedians as well. Goodness. You know, I just don't understand. Sure, you could have a bit of comedy once in a while, but how about, call me nuts, call me crazy, but I would rather just have this guy say there's a funny moment. That's nice, but overall, let them be serious. Let them be themselves. If they're not naturally funny, don't force the jokes. Don't force them to be funny. Let that stuff happen naturally. What is wrong with the WWE? They just don't understand this type of stuff. It's bad writing overall, just very, very bad writing. Of course, but then again, it's wrestling, so I'm not expecting much. But wrestling needs to do something. These guys need to do something. Hopefully they can shake things up. The WWE needs something to shake things up. I mean, what else is there? Bray Wyatt versus Undertaker. Great. Bray Wyatt loses. He loses the Undertaker guy after the streak. He wins. He beats an old man. There's nothing there. They should have done this last year. Lesnar should not have been fight. I mean, seriously, if this was Bray Wyatt, at least it would have been something. That would have been better instead of giving it to Brock Lesnar. And because honestly, the reason why now you have Lesnar who is going to leave after WrestleMania, which I honestly would not be surprised if he does leave, and Vince keeps trying to short pay him. Wouldn't be surprised by that. But just they don't think 5 minutes of it. I've never seen the booking this badly. And by the way, the John Cena situation, which they are going to fight at WrestleMania. I just loved how the fact that Stephanie McMahon, can't get. I mean, she could get heel heat on anyone. Stop this Cena promo. She gets cheered. She rips him apart in the middle of the ring like she does everyone else, and they're cheering her. I don't. And the cheering what? And oh, guess who? I set up. You suck. You're bad. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, guest two. Oh, is that anything else to say before I block you? Oh, because I will. I don't care. If you're going to leave, leave. I don't really care. And there you go. If you want, because I will block you if you want. Oh, just kidding. All right. Goodness. Oh, who are you, by the way? Guest two, because I don't know who you are. Because guest two is a mystery. It's a mystery. Okay, it's like evolution. It's a mystery, but not really. But um, can someone tell me secret mystery friend? Okay, secret mystery friend. I'll give you a riddle. Not a riddle, but a question. Something maybe you can answer. Why is it that the WWE's booking towards WrestleMania 31 is so bad? I don't understand it. Because if you can somehow give me a reason why, because I'm looking at this because there are so much pieces that you could have a great Mania, and it's coming off flash. It's coming out basically like they're treating WrestleMania like it's one of their B pay-per-views. I don't know. And by the way, return to the main event of the evening in TNA Impact. Which, by the way, you know how funny this is? They actually gave away the ending of the match during their own show. I was watching Impact, like yada yada, and then next thing you know, during like okay, before my show, it was like 30. No, it was like an hour and 30 minutes before the match. They showed the promo like March 20th. We're at the match that never happened. Kurt Angle, the winner of the number one contendership match, taking on the champion. But I'm like, the show, the show ain't over yet. The match is not over yet. And you're showing this now, really? So basically, I shouldn't even care about this match at all. Why should I care? Ask me, should I care about this match? The answer is no. There is no reason why I should care. You guys suck. Seriously, you guys suck. WWE just sucks. I don't know what's going on. Let's see. WrestleMania is a very interesting topic. I believe that treating a wrestler with respect is very important in the gruesome environments and hostile behavior is harsh to our children. You can't be on to make you sad. Quit making that noise. That's rude to say things that suck. Oh, that's rude to say things suck. All right. Okay. I don't know. I just don't know what the WWE is doing. If I do know, I'd be. Oh, I'm a bully. I'm a bully to the kids. Really? Oh well. Oh goodness, I'm a bully to the children. Seriously, a bully to the kids. I love this. I love this guy. It's horrible. It's rude to say things suck now. I can't say that. That's terrible. If something is terrible, I'm gonna go out and say it, man. I will go and say this thing is terrible out because honestly, that's the type of honesty which is lacking today. You gotta go and say something. Um, that the baby seals are hurting. Okay. All right. All right. The guest two is going off a bit of a tangent, which is weird. But then again, this is a weird show, so. Bleh. But honestly, at the end of the day, I think that WrestleMania needs, and I'm hopeful they get their stuff back in gear. WWE has to get stuff back in gear because WrestleMania is, they're going to have to make the show worth it the next 2 weeks. Because honestly, this proud news about WrestleMania being so terrible, and then compounding the fact that you have this whole Bill DeMott situation, uh, they need something to wow the crowd to get them back in focus for Raw and WrestleMania and such. Okay, God. Okay, this person really is nothing. Yeah, God. I think this person was a. I think this person was a troll. Guess two was a troll, people. Sorry. Uh, I don't know. Weird people. Hey, you open the door sometimes and get the weirdness. You get the weirdness, brother. The weirdness. But okay. But hey, you gotta move on. And remember, the chat room is always locked, always here for you. Unless you want to start posting weird, crazy things. Okay. We'll be. We're gonna go to take a small little break here. We're gonna play something. This has been an all DK Tuesday. Let's finish it off with tonight. So let's talk a little something more fun. Let's see what is. Let's do something. Let's see what is something for the something for the last bit of the crowd here for you. We'll play a little bit of how about Beneath the Canopy Forest Interlude uh, by Fishy from the OC remix from DK2 Serious Monkey Business. Here we are live here on the Dixie Lounge. This is a good track, so you guys are going to be loving it. Anyway, we're right back, and the crazy guy left, so hey, that's always a plus. So anyway, we'll be right back here live here on the Duke CT Lounge. We'll be right back right after this. And we are back live here on the Dixie T Lounge. Thank you so much for joining me, Dixie T, here on TalkShoe.com. We got rid of the crazy person, but hey, if you wanted people to come in and you got the crazy people here. We get the crazy people. But hey, I like having the chat rooms. I love having phone calls. I love it because you know why? It's easy, and I just love having just the raw emotion, hearing people talk and people like that. So anyway. Let's talk a little about something. Let's talk about Gamergate, the thing that won't die. I don't know why this thing has not died yet. Why won't it just die and we can move on with our lives? Because I just wish it just went away. Because I think a lot of people would be happy if it went away. Um, you know, I mean, you know, you know, I just don't. I don't even. I don't even. Don't know anymore. I just. The video is. I'll put the link in the description. I don't know. I might run it. About Tim Schafer doing the whole puppet joke. In fact, screw it. Just for the video podcast only, I will be playing the sock puppet joke here. It was at GDC. Here it is.
Visual art for games becomes more and more complex. Whole teams are required to create assets for games that historically were made by a single artist. These days, it could take up to 8 people to make a single piece of armor.
Oh! How many Gamergators does it take to make a single piece of armor?
Oh God, I don't know.
50. One to do the modeling, one to do the materials, and 40 to tweet that it's not your shield.
Okay. Again, I cannot be blamed for what the puppet says.
That was just a horrible joke. First, I don't care. I'm not even in the whole Gamergate thing. I know people who are. I know people who are anti-Gamergate and who are pro. I'm neutral. I don't care about it. I mean, I got things in my life, you know what I mean? It's just like, you know what I mean? Just, too many ill things in the world to talk about it at this point. And then you have, because honestly, a lot of people just, because it's not 48. He actually said, quote, 40. So where did the other 8 go, Tim? Seriously, I don't know. And the people who are pissed off at it were the people who tweeted the NotyourShield hashtag, which are people of color, lesbian, gay, trans, of everything else, go through how they like Gamergate. It's these people, minorities who are for Gamergate and such, and then they don't like this, and they say the sock is just, or sock puppet accounts, which is horrible. I don't even know anymore. It was a bad joke, and Tim just got railed by it, and he gets railed by it by everybody. And you know what? I just don't care about it. Personally, again, I don't care about it. I don't be. Oh, you get damn. Yes, I don't care about it. The reason why I don't care about it is because, it's just this whole thing is just keeping alive by these. It's just everything. It's usually something stupid. I don't care. It's stupid about this whole Gamergate. Yes, games journalism is a complete laughing stock. Heck, I love that since back in 2007 when GameStop fired Jeff Gerstmann because of his review of Kane and Lynch. Well, he didn't give a favorite review. He got fired because the people around Kane and Lynch, they were propping all their ads around the site and everything else. So I like games journalism. Law left that whole thing out. I have no idea, and that's why I don't pick the main news sites. Why would I go to a gaming website to pick up gaming news? Is foolish. You go to, like I said, I go to Forbes. I go to, the BBC News that I talk about it. I go to AP Wire. I go to Reuters. I do not even go a fraction near any type of GameSpot or any type of stuff. I might go to Giant Bomb once in a while, but I don't go to these things, these websites. It's hilarious to me. It's funny. And of course, that people will want to prop this up. I just hope that this whole Gamergate thing dies. And we could go back to just bitching about how badly the next generation is just screwing everybody else. I don't know. Because honestly, people, am I not the only one who's just sick of this crap? Hopefully, I'm not the only one. Anyway, that's it for the Dukect Lounge. Thank you so much for joining. And the live show here on TalkShoe.com. Hope you enjoyed the video portion as well over at YouTube, Zipcast.com, Brand Expression, and Not the Freaking Awesome Networks. My next Last Viewer Standing is coming close to fruition. It is going to be done hopefully by my family recording stuff right now. Hopefully have it done by next Thursday. I hope I have everything else done by Thursday. I give it to y'all because you guys deserve it, because you guys are awesome. That's why you are. You all are, because all you guys are awesome. Remember that. Anyway, this is Dukect here. Peace and love. I will see y'all when I see y'all later.